guys, I'm the Great Jedi and welcome back to the channel to another Star Wars Jedi Survivor news update video. So we just got another brand new update to Star Wars Jedi Survivor, this one being patch number 6, which has just arrived on both PC and console. So with all that said, let's hop right into the patch notes and see what they fixed, because the game is not in a great state. So starting off with the patch notes, they have various crash fixes across all platforms, which is great to hear because I've also been encountering lots of crashes. They have a fix for bounty hunters not spawning and a fix for an issue where Cage would become invisible, which is great. Those are directly related to the bounty hunter glitch, which I know I had, as well as many of you guys as well. That was horrible. Glad they fixed that. They also have a fix for an occasional issue where Find the Gorgeous secret rumor could not be completed. That's awesome. I didn't know about that one. Collision improvements, okay, that's good. Improved blaster handling. I really don't know what they mean by that. I wish they would actually explain it, because what does that mean? You want me to try and come back to your game. Explain what you mean by how did you improve it? That's what the patch notes are for. Tell us. Fixes for photo mode. That's great. I personally haven't really had any problems with photo mode, with the exception of like my first time using it, in which I literally just backed out and then paused it and got back into it, and then it fixed it. So I don't know what type of fixes it needed, but you know, I mean, that's great that they fixed it, but I really wish they'd put a little bit more priority on some of the other things, like, you know, the performance and stuff. They also fixed a wind puzzle on Jedi. I am glad they did that. I didn't even know that was a thing. That sounds absolutely miserable if people didn't know that was a glitch, because I know myself, I don't want to try and look things up. You shouldn't have to look things up in a game. You should be able to just play it and figure it out, especially if it's a puzzle. Why would you want to look it up if you want to figure it out on your own, but then you find out it's a bug? Oh, that, I'm sure that cost people lots of time before they figured out it was a problem, unless they just looked it up. So, hey, at least they fixed it. They also have updates to the holo map data, which, I mean, I wish they would explain exactly what they updated. Like I said, it kind of goes back to that. And then the training dummy on Jedi was sneaking around. It has been immobilized. I really like it when developers do this. You'll see them do this in other games too, where, like, let's say, I think in Battlefield, there was like this whale in part of the water of the map. And in the patch notes, they just do a little fun thing of like, hey, we fed the whale or something like that. I'm assuming that's what this is. I never personally recognized the training W, you know, on Jedi sneaking around, but it could have been something I missed, and it's just a little neat thing if you have noticed it within the game, that they put little things like that. And then obviously the big one with various bug fixes and improvements. But that's going to do it for all the patch notes this update. Now, they did also mention that more patches are on the way, so stay on the lookout for more updates. The team is still working to improve your experience, and will share timing on upcoming patches when they become available. And you guys know the drill. I'll be doing that for you guys so you don't have to. So for those that want to stay up to date and are interested in Star Wars Jedi Survivor, be sure to subscribe. I'll keep you guys all updated for when news and stuff comes out. But overall, it's obvious that this update was definitely needed. I really don't know what took them so long. It's been like a month since the last patch number 5 update, which, I mean, it's a tough balance because the game really shouldn't be in the state that it's in. But at the same time, I know that they're working hard and as fast as they can to roll these things out and trying to move forward from these bad decisions. And I even mentioned in the last update video that I would actually prefer them to wait a little bit on these updates, so that way they didn't keep adding more bugs and problems into the newer updates, because that's what's been happening with the first 5 updates when they were coming out at a much faster pace. And it appears that they may have done that and did what I said, but we'll see. Time will tell if this actually worked. If they added more bugs and issues in this update, even after waiting a month, then I really don't know what they could do given their past and present actions. At this point, I just hope they own up, keep moving forward and trying to make things right, while hopefully learning from these mistakes and make better decisions when it comes to the release of these games in the future. Bottom line though, this really shouldn't be acceptable. I mean, there's still really bad performance issues. I mean, even on my end on the PlayStation 5, I still get occasional frame drops on certain parts of the map. And I know myself, as well as lots of you guys as well, couldn't even finish the game to 100% completion, so they really need to figure this stuff out. I understand that they're trying to fix these issues and that they just rolled out this bounty hunter fix and stuff, but this is almost 2 months after launch, and it's still not in a functional launch state. It feels like they're pulling a Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, but in this case they're at least adding some patch notes, but even with that they're being very vague. Like on some of these, what did you update or change? Like this doesn't tell us much. You want us to come back to the game by telling us this? No, tell us some specifics. Otherwise that can all be included in the last statement of "and more" or various bug fixes and improvements. If you're going to make a whole point of something all on its own, expand upon it a little bit, especially if it's new, so that we know that you're not just lying to us. Anyone can say that, but did they actually do anything? And that's my point. Tell us what you did, period. That's what patch notes are. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. So for all those wanting to be caught up on all things Star Wars Jedi Survivor, please consider subscribing and liking the video, only if you enjoyed, of course. It's completely free, and you can unsub at any time if you don't like the featured content. And if you didn't like the video, that's cool too. Feel free to give the video a dislike, and please leave any constructive criticism in the comments for me on how to make this content better. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and may the Force be with you always.
No.